Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is June 28th, Saturday, 2025. So this is going to be like a super short reading. Okay, that's what I'm hoping to do. Okay, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. So, Alright, let me go ahead and start pulling cards. I've only got 2 decks out. I'm gonna just use these 2 because I want to make this quick and something about a speedy recovery. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Alright, so your health, or there's something about you that's like, because I'm getting like a speedy recovery. Honestly, I did a reading yesterday. It was my second reading, and it was kind of dark. And it was talking about someone gaining their health back. All right, but I don't know. There could be something going on with your health, but in a very positive way. And it's not just your physical health; it's like your spiritual health, your emotional health, your mental health. It's like a speedy recovery. Okay. Another thing I want to know is that last night I had a dream. There was this older woman. A bunch of things happened in the dream, but this one part in my dream is what I'm gonna tell you about. Because I feel like it's just more. It's like a little bit more significant. I don't feel like the rest really matters to you. Until I have to bring it up again, then I will. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you this one part. And there was this one lady in my dream. She was older. She had a hair full of braids. And I don't think this is the first time I've seen her. She had a head full of braids. She was much taller than me. Oh, okay. Anyways. Oh my God. Okay, so she was much taller than me. She had a head full of braids. She was like darker complexion. Maybe she was black, but I don't really know. I just know that she was definitely darker complexion, and she had a really big chest, like big. She was busty, like really busty. All right, and I don't know what her problem was, but she kept calling me like an island girl. She said, "Oh, you're one of them island girls, huh?" And I'm like, what? And now I'm from Puerto Rico. Okay, so we're from the island, right? When we say we're from the island, we say that's like because we're from Puerto Rico. Okay, that's just, I don't know. It's just one of those terms of endearment, and like, oh, you're from the island, right? It's whatever. But the way she was saying it was like it was like offensive, kind of. It was like, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice the way she was saying it. She was like, "Oh, you're one of those island girls, huh? You're from the islands. You're one of those island girls." And I'm just looking at her, and I'm just like, "What's your problem?" And I kept like, she kept saying that, and I'm like, "Okay, you're doing too much." And then I started raising my voice in my dream. I started yelling at her, and I was just like, back up, can I help you? Back up. And I was raising my voice because this woman was invading my boundaries, and she was like insulting me at the same time. And you're not about to do that in my dreams or in real life, like, okay? So in the dream, I was just like, back up. Like, can I help you? Like, back up, let me get some space. And when I was doing that, the other people, because it was like a room full of people, and when I was doing that, it was like bringing attention to the situation that I was in. It was bringing attention, and people were like now looking. Okay, so this person is yelling. Why are they yelling? And now they're looking at this woman that's like all up trying to infringe on my boundaries and like, oh, you're one of them island girls, huh? You're one of them island girls, huh? And I'm just like, back up, back up. Like, I'm trying to step away. So people are looking at me. They're like, okay, she's yelling. Why is she yelling? There's a reason why she's yelling. Now they're looking at this woman, and this woman has all eyes on her. All eyes on me? Oof. This woman has all eyes on her, and that made her feel some type of way because she wasn't expecting people to look at her. They were expecting... I feel like this woman was expecting something to happen, like, under the radar. Like, I feel like she was expecting to, like, insult and cross my boundaries without being spotted, I guess. That's the best way I can put it, without being spotted. But I was, like, bringing attention because I'm like, can I help you? Kind of energy, because you're the one that's bothering me. What do you want? What do you want? You're bothering me for what? And once a lot of people started looking at her, she kind of like backed off and like she just disappeared. And then the dream kind of just like did whatever the dream was doing. All right. And it did feel like this woman kind of came out of nowhere. And it was just like, oh, you're one of them island girls, huh? You're from the island, huh? And it kind of gave me like, oh, you think you're too good because you're from the island, huh? And I'm just like, first of all, who are you? Second of all, back up. And I guess the woman in the dream, she did not like that. Because I kept, like, I feel like she was hoping to get away with some sort of, like, discreet insults. Alright? But if I'm yelling at you, there's a reason why I'm yelling at you. Okay? Now people are questioning, if she's yelling, why is she yelling? Let's trace it back. And it's this woman. She's all up in my energy like, oh, you're from the island, huh? You're one of those island girls. Okay? Get out my face. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, yes, I'm from the island. Like, hello. What's your point? Oh my god. I love the way I brewed today's coffee. My nose is like so stuffy today. Sorry, hold on. So yeah, that's that. That was a dream. 2 cards came out. Interessant. So I feel like if there are people that are trying to like insult you, you know there's really, first of all, I'm not going to go back and forth. Go ahead and insult me. That's going to be one-sided. You can say whatever you want. Do, like, at the end of the day, I don't care. And I feel like that was not the expected reaction, right? So that could also be part of your speedy recovery, right? One thing in this journey is knowing what to not put energy into, okay? This would be one of those things, like people who are gossiping about you, you don't put energy into that. Because at the end of the day, you're not responsible for the consequences by the things that come out of their mouths that have to do with you. And I've said this multiple times. But that would be like one of those things, like, you're starting with me. You're one of them island girls, huh? You're from the island. Okay, what's your point? You're trying to offend me, but what you really need to do is get out my face, like, back up. And it's interesting because this woman was like trying to like get closer to me, and I'm literally visibly trying to like back away, and people can see that, and now they're like, wow, why, like, what's her deal? Why is she bothering the collective? What's wrong with her? Which is not what that wasn't what she was expecting. All right, because like I said, she wanted this to be like a covert insult, or like she wanted to like insult you and get away with it. No, don't bother me. My yearning. So we have 2 cards that came out by Rumi. My yearning has gone beyond dreams and desires, transcending time and space. The essence of love is what I am longing for. So I love that, because if it's not love, you're not putting energy into it. If you're not loving it, if you're not in love with it, you're not putting energy into it. And I feel like that's a very good example of part of your speedy recovery, all right? So you know what not to put energy into, and it's really putting people through a loophole because they're just like, in their mind, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna insult the collective, and meanwhile, you're just, I'm gonna go over here instead, right? And if you follow me, you're bothering me. I'm not gonna stay in this spot and let you yell at me. I'm not doing that. But if I walk away and then you follow me, now you're the harasser, now you're the stalker, now you're the obsessor, and it shows. All right, and these people don't like that. All right, there's people around you that are trying to stalk you, harass you, bother you, gossip, this and that, and you're just walking away. And so now they're following you to stalk you, bother you, harass you, gossip, and now that shows. That shows. All right. I was yelling at this. I feel like I'm always yelling at somebody in my dreams, right? I'm either always yelling at somebody in my dreams or beating somebody up in my dreams, and it's just like, geez. All right. We have with your soul nourished. If it's not about love, then it doesn't matter. And you know that. You know that. If people are gossiping, why? They're more interested in the lives of other people than they are in their own lives. Why? Missing things, love, pain, escapism, sadness, misery, blah, 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 blah. Right? Listen, I can peel the person back layer by layer by layer by layer by layer. Alright? And then still be like, I understand. With your soul nourished, you will be like a tree in spring that always bears a new fruit. For its movements flows from within the heart. With your soul nourished, you will be like a tree in spring that always bears new fruit, for its movement flows from within the heart. And I mentioned something about speedy recovery, right? And it's interesting because a couple months ago, I had gotten this tree, right? This plant tree kind of thing, like a palm plant. And there was like a whole section of them. Oh, my nose, hold on. Okay, so there was like a whole section of them that were on sale, alright? But I didn't see the ones on the floor, right? I thought the ones on the floor, the healthy looking ones, I thought those ones were like full price. So I only grabbed one of them, right? Because I didn't want to like pay full price for two of the same plants, right? So, but then they had a bunch of the same plants on a shelf. And those ones were, in my mind, wouldn't make sense that they were on sale. Because they were like almost dying and dead, right? So I grabbed what I thought looked like the healthiest dead plant from the shelf, and it was covered in like this white moss kind of thing, or white mold, and it had like a bunch of like vines all over. It was bad. So I took it home, we cleaned it up, we repotted it, and now, and I mean, this thing was like about to die, but I'm like, no, we gotta love it. And so now it's growing new palms, and there's like 4-6 new palms growing. The old ones are dying, which is good because it's making way for the new ones, right? And I feel like that happened in just like a couple of months, maybe like a month and a half or so, not even a couple months. But that's a good example of a speedy recovery, right? And I feel like if you were somewhat left for dead in a way, right? Your speedy recovery was not like they weren't expecting this. Not only that, but you're not interested in the insults. Oh, you're from the islands, huh? You think you're too good because you're from the islands? I'm literally about to walk away. Like, bye. Right? And now this person, she kept following me, and that's why I was like, back up. Like, can I help you? Back up. Back up. Back up. I was like yelling in my dreams, and everybody looked, and I'm walking away, and this woman is following me, trying to like insult me, and now everyone's looking at this woman, right? Because I'm trying to protect my peace, and I feel like you're entitled to do that. You're entitled to your own peace, collective. All right, that's part of your speedy recovery. You're all about peace and love kind of energy. And I don't know, there's people that are not liking that because they can't bother you secretly. They can't secretly bother you. Right? They can't bother you and then like oh, I bothered the collective and no one knows. That means I can bother them again and again and again and again and again and again and again, make their life heck. That's not true. That's not true. Okay? But, my nose. Oh. You know what? It's like hot, and it makes it worse when you have like a runny nose and it's hot. So now you're sweating and you have a runny nose. I didn't do my hair obviously yet. Alright. It doesn't matter. Your spirit, you have a very, very fruitful and abundant spirit. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I mean, there's nothing that you cannot manifest and create. There's something about your spirit. It's just so deliciously golden. Alright? It's just so... It's like you have access to the universe. You don't have, once you get to that point, you realize none of these insults, these attacks, they're menial. They don't matter. They really don't matter. And it makes people mad because you're not standing, sitting, laying down in that one spot and taking it anymore. I'm going to get up and go. I don't have to stay here. I can go. Once you realize, once it clicks, it's not clicking, is it? Oh, man. That you don't have to. Because you have free will. You can do what you want. You don't have to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, oh, I'm sorry for being an island girl. I'm sorry for being from the islands. Blah, blah, blah. No. Yeah, so what? Back up. Leave me alone. I have to put batteries in that pumpkin. I have to put batteries in it. Yeah, but it doesn't have batteries. Alright, let's see what comes out.
Pretty.
The Emperor upright. So this could be you. You're taking control of your life. You could be a divine feminine or divine masculine. You could be an Aries, or this is just one of the reasons why you're able to take such control of your life and your energy is what I'm getting to. There's something about your energy that you've been able to rein in and keep to yourself. This is my energy. You don't have access to it. I'm not willingly giving it away. This is mine. You're very, very confident. You know who you are. You know where you stand. And that's exactly how people are seeing you. Alright? And that merits a lot of respect. Alright? And that's not respect out of like fear. Like, people don't respect you out of fear. People respect you because you're not one to be tempered with. You are the Emperor upright. Alright? You don't want to make an Emperor upright mad or an Empress upright mad. Alright? This is someone who's they've earned their respect. Okay? They operate out of, they've done the work to be the Emperor or the Empress. Okay? This is not the Emperor or Empress upright. They're not people you want to like. They're not the ones to be messing around with. I mean, really, no king or queen is, right? But for some reason, somebody's got you. Lunabelle, cover your ears. They've got you effed up. All right, you're good now. Okay. So yeah, they're not. This is how you're operating. All right. All you're focused on is love and the fruits of your spirit. Literally, that's it. Anything else, you're not. If I'm walking away from you and you follow me, that's a clear sign that you're bothering me. And everybody can see that. All right. Whether this is a karmic feminine or a karmic masculine bothering you, it shows. It shows. It's not hidden anymore. And I feel like for a lot of you, it could have been a karmic feminine that was wanting to like insult you but have it like under the radar, or bother you under the radar, and everyone would be none the wiser. Like, no one would know. And a lot of it has to do because you would be standing in that same spot. You would be standing in that same spot. But you're not. Like, if you're insulting me, I'm going to get up and go. Like, what's the problem with that? But that is a problem to them because you're not feeding into it. Not only are you not feeding into it, but you're not allowing them to, like, siphon your energy, right? You're not giving them a reaction. You're not feeding them. And to them, that's the problem. And to you, you don't care. Because I'm not... Go to the grocery store. Go to God. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. I'm not your nurturer. I'm not none of that. I'm an empress. I'm an emperor. That's my job. Alright? Who are you for me to give you my 2 cents of attention? I'm not. You're a nobody to me. My yearning has gone beyond dreams and desires. Transcending time and space, the essence of love is what I am longing for. With your soul nourished, you will be like a tree in spring that always bears new fruit, for its movement flows from within the heart. You know who you are. That's so funny. Oh, you're one of them island girls. My thing is too, like, either this is someone that knows you, or this is someone that has been, like, looking around, like, looking into you. Because from my perspective, like, I've seen this woman in my dreams before, but, like, and out here, like, I've yet to, like, meet this woman or seen this woman, alright? So someone could be, like, spiritually stalking you. But for a lot of you, either you know this person, or this is someone that you don't even know, but they've been, like, looking into you. Right? We have the 3 of Cups reverse. Ooh, the Devil on the fence. There's a lot of toxic people that are feeling betrayed right now. Rejected right now. And a lot of the reason why they feel rejected and betrayed, they feel rejected by you. Whether you are this divine feminine or masculine, right? This emperor upright. There's a lot of people that feel rejected by this emperor or empress. And they don't like that. They don't like that because now they're feeling offended. They feel betrayed. And the reason why they are being rejected is because they're stuck in this devil energy. They're stuck in it. They don't want to... I feel like you need... I need to phrase this in a certain way. You need to have a balance with this double energy. You do. You need to have a balance, right? Now, if you are a divine feminine, divine masculine, and this energy comes up for you, it's because it's kind of like a reminder where there are certain times in your life where you need to be selfish and you need to focus on yourself. All right? So people could be seeing you that way. Right? And then, but too much of this energy, that's the problem. You need a balance. All right? It's everything, and I said this, I think, in yesterday's reading. There needs to be a balance, even when it comes to this devil energy. Right? Too much of it's going to break you. Too little of it is going to break you. Right? You need to be able to, like, have a backbone. I keep getting that. I've been getting that a lot. About having a backbone, having a solid spine kind of energy. There's a lot of people that they don't know how to, like, balance these energies out. And that's not your job to guide them. If you're not being called to guide them, then it's not your job. And you would know because you would know, right? Collective? But you're not being called to guide these people who don't know how to balance these energies. Right? They like to over party, overindulge, over this, over that. But you need a healthy balance, right? And you're not interested in that. You're not interested in... That's not what you're interested in. So, like, for me, for example, like, if I'm not interested in something, nothing... I don't know why. But there is nothing that anybody can do to make me interested. If I'm not initially interested, I don't know what to tell you. It's just not there. All right. The Hierophant upright came out next to the Emperor. The Emperor is definitely being guided. Yeah, this is kind of like the energy of like lead by faith, not by sight. Okay, so this Emperor, this could be you, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. This Emperor, Empress. I feel like this is more masculine energy though, taking control. All right, you're following your heart. Obviously, you may not know why you're walking this way. You may not know why you are doing XYZ, but it just feels right. That's where your heart is. It's just like it's peaceful. Okay, you ever do something and it doesn't sit right with your spirit? That's because it's not for you to do. But whatever this Emperor is doing, it's sitting right with his spirit because he's listening to his intuition. He's listening to God, and it's sitting right. And unfortunately for these people, this Emperor is looking at these people like, yeah, you guys don't sit well with my spirit. That's why I have to step away. And these people, they're feeling rejected by this Emperor upright. Now, this Emperor upright may not know what it is that is really going on, all right? But this Emperor is like, yeah, this feels right. This feels good. So I'm going to roll with it, all right? And the more that this Emperor keeps doing that, the more that it's like they're being noticed for someone who's standing for something. I was listening to this Katy Perry song. It's that one song where she's like, I've got the eye of the tiger. Right? That one song. And I was listening to the lyrics, and she actually has some pretty good stuff in that song. Hold on. One of them, I think she said, where she used to stand for nothing, and so she would fall for everything. And then at one point, it's called Roar. That one song is called Roar. I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I sat quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. Yeah. That's a really good song, by the way. So I feel like this is you being this Emperor. There's this other part that I want to read. It's actually really good too. Hold on, I gotta find it. Okay, it's right here. It says, you held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, a fighter. So yeah, this is you. This is this Emperor. You're not with the shits anymore. All right, you're standing up for yourself. This Emperor. Okay, don't mess with the Emperor. Don't mess with the Empress. Right? And the thing is, this Emperor has God on their side. Okay, that's why their fruit is so. That's their spirit is so fruitful, right? They're going towards what they really want at the end of the day, which is love, not this overindulging, over partying, over excessive behavior, where it's unbalanced. It's not. Oh my gosh! Thank you, sweetie. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. That was so sweet. See, it's moments like that where it's just like, how could you not, like, they're just, children are precious, you know, how could you not? They're just adorable and sweet, and you gotta protect them. Alright, let's move on. Let's see. I'll get a couple more, and then I gotta get going with my day. That's a really good song, by the way. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles on the fence came out. Who is this? This Queen of Pentacles could be part of this Three of Cups reverse energy. I feel like they go there. What does it say? So there could be a Queen of Pentacles that's struggling with her stability, her finances, her reputation, her inner sense of security, insecurities. All right. She could be like the queen of this trio. Bumbling, babbling witches is what I'm hearing. All right. So this could be a dark witch. Bumbling, babbling witches. Actually, the real one is a band of bumbling, babbling baboons. That's from Harry Potter. But they came out as bumbling, babbling witches. So there's like a group of 3 feminines that either they're clumsy or they're dumb. They don't know what they're doing. And they're always talk at the mouth. And they're like not really good with their magic. Right? It's dumb work that they be doing. It doesn't amount to anything. I feel like you got a group of 3 dummies. And the head dummy, if you will, is struggling with her finances and her stability. And this is someone who's very, very insecure. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, a Cancer, or a Capricorn again. Heavy on the Capricorn energy. This is, if they're not any of these signs, this is just whoever this queen witch is. She's really, really obsessed with this emperor. Because this emperor is not looking at them. This emperor is following their hearts. And unfortunately for this Queen of Pentacles on the fence, the emperor's heart is not with them. And it's causing them to feel insecure. Because the emperor you're not the emperor's heart. Alright? And because you're not the emperor's heart, if a man is not in love with you, there's nothing that you can do to get his attention. And if this woman is trying to get this man's attention, it's really, really taking a blow to her ego, because this man is not looking at her. This man is not looking at anybody, right? Go by faith, not by sight. This man is following his heart. That's what he's doing. And this man is it's being shown like it's giving me this energy of like, I said what I said and I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business, you stand on business, we stand on business, right? This man is being backed by God. And because of that very reason, God is blessing this emperor. Yeah. That's how that works. Wow, that's so powerful. I just got like the chills. This man is being backed by God. And there's nothing that this Queen of Pentacles on the fence can do. And it's like she's stuck looking at her like one pentacle. She's supposed to be the Queen of Pentacles. She's supposed to be the Queen of Pentacles, but it seems as though all her pentacles are going to partying, excessive energy, overindulgence, just things that are not good. It's like she's literally watching her money fly out the window into like drinking. This person could have like a drinking problem, or they drink a lot. They could spend a lot of money on like alcohol. My nose. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. I would pause it, but it's just getting to be too much to just pause it, blow my nose, and then play. Pause it, blow my nose. I'm just I don't feel like doing all that anymore. I'm hearing there's only one of you. There's only one of you. There's only one of you. It's like, okay. Alright, let me get, I'll get like 3 more, and then I gotta close the reading. We have the 5 of Wands reversed on top of the Hierophant and the Emperor. Yeah, this Emperor, he has no interest in drama. No interest in drama. He's not with the shits. He's not interested in fighting with anybody, gossiping with anybody, arguing with anybody. That's not no, because it's not feeding his soul. It's not feeding his heart. It's not what he wants. He doesn't care about it. Right? This is someone who you'll tell, oh my god, did you hear blah blah blah, and they're just like, oh okay, and then they'll just go on about their day. I've been getting a lot of that energy lately. All right, where someone is like, people are like going to you with gossip, and it's just like, you can tell me, but I'm not gonna interact. I'm not gonna like, because I don't care about this. And I feel like this emperor, that he doesn't care about menial, childish, bicker witches. He doesn't care about that. This Queen of Pentacles is feeling unseen. Yeah, they're feeling unseen. In more than one ways. They're feeling neglected, unseen. They're feeling insecure. And it's like they're putting it on this emperor. Because this emperor is not looking their way. It's really, really messing with their ego. This is oof. So this is really giving me a woman that is like, you ever meet those women that they make their lives about having a man, being with a man, a boyfriend, a husband. They're like, their whole world is about men, right? This is kind of giving me that energy. This is like a woman who, let's say, for an example, because I read a story about this. So let's say there's a mother, all right, and her daughter has a boyfriend or a husband, whatever, right? And then they're having issues, and the daughter decides to leave the boyfriend or the husband. The mother would be like, well, what did you do? You can make things work. And the girl would be like, well, he's literally mad abusive. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And the mother would be like, well, maybe if you just talk things out, right? Well, why don't I just call him right now? And blah, 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 blah. It's that. Like, this is a mother who would take the side of the daughter's boyfriend or the daughter's husband instead of the daughter. That's your daughter, right? This is that kind of energy. This is a woman who's like very, there's a term for that. Very like man-led, or this is, I don't know what this is, but men, you know, they praise men and put men on a pedestal, right? And this is like a giant pick-me. And they're not being picked by this emperor. Why would an emperor pick a Queen of Pentacles on the fence, who spends all their money indulging and partying, over-excessing, drinking, devilish behaviors? That's not what the emperor wants. The emperor doesn't want that. The emperor wants a peaceful life, free of drama, with the Five of Wands reversed. Free of life, free of drama, focused on their blessings, following their heart. That's what they want. They don't want this mess. And it's really, really messing with this Queen of Pentacles on the fence. It's because it's like, I don't know what the problem is. Justice reverse. The Empress reverse. I told you. If this is a mother, they're not for their own daughters. This is a mother that like they put men over their children. The Empress reverse and Justice reverse, that's not good. I feel like there's two women around this Emperor upright. We have a Queen of Pentacles on the fence, and then we have an Empress reverse. That's crazy. I'd be surprised. Look, Three of Swords reversed to the bottom of the deck. That's you. You don't feel bad about not involving yourself in whatever this petty drama is between these women. You're not interested in that. And I feel like you're keeping your distance with that, which, you know, makes sense as you should. I also feel like you have no problem calling someone out. I'm surprised, there's another woman, she's hiding. Page of Pentacles upright. There's something about courage and loyalty. You're having the strength and courage to be loyal to your heart. That's for you, collective. That's the Emperor. He's having the courage to follow his heart. His heart is not with this Queen of Pentacles on the fence. His heart is not with this Empress in reverse. This Empress in reverse has something weird too, where if they feel personally attacked, someone is the enemy. Like if they feel personally attacked by you and all you did was forget to say good morning to them, now they're on a vendetta against you. There's something very unfair and unjust about the way this Empress in reverse operates. And this Emperor upright is seeing that. He's seeing that there are people around him that do not operate out of their heart. They don't operate out of their heart. And that's what he wants to do. And he's noticing that the more he follows his heart, the more he has the courage to follow his heart, the more he's seeing these women around him for who and what they really are. Right? Let me tell you something. I've said this before. An Empress reverse does not produce divine masculines. It is up to that masculine to then choose to break out of that mold and do the work to become a divine masculine. An Empress reverse does not produce divine masculines. They produce karmic masculine to benefit to their own personal broken agenda. That is what they do. Alright? So this Empress in reverse could be a mother figure to this Emperor or a mother figure in general. But so I don't know what that is. That's just something on the side. But I wanted to say that. Empress in reverse, they do not produce divine masculine. They produce karmic masculines to further keep going their broken agenda of wanting a man around them, but a toxic, narcissistic man, so that way they will never leave their mom. Right? Alright, one more and then I'll close the reading because I gotta go. Oh my gosh, yeah. Last one, por favor. I'm hearing someone say, no me diga, which is basically, in Spanish, there's someone is saying, don't tell me that. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. It's kind of like that kind of expression, but it's a woman saying that. She's saying, ay, no me diga. We got the Two of Pentacles upright. This Queen of Pentacles on the fence, she likes to argue. Very argumentative. And a lot of the times, she's arguing. So this is a woman who, they'll argue, and it's just like, what are you even arguing about? Like, what are you saying? This is someone, like I said, babbling, bumbling witches. They're very clumsy or dumb, and they talk, and they do a lot of magic, and it doesn't amount to anything. This is, these women, they like to argue. They like to argue, and a lot of the time, the reason why they're arguing is stupid. It doesn't make sense. You're arguing for what? Do you want a solution, or do you want to just argue and hear yourself talk about nothing? Because that's literally what this is. Alright, you got a group of women that like to argue and talk about nothing and listen to themselves. And it's just like, oh my god. Shut up. Alright? 10 of swords on the bottom of the deck. Yes, recovery. One of the first things I said in this reading was a speedy recovery. That is you. That is the Emperor. You've gone through a speedy recovery. Okay, now that you're backed by God and you're following God and listening to God, and God is blessing you, and as long as you maintain your peace and maintain your distance and keep yourself out of this nonsense drama, because it's really nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't amount to anything. All this drama is pointless. It's just ways for you to exhaust and expand your energy into nothingness. But you're not doing that. With the 10 of Swords reverse, I feel like you've escaped from some sort of like, you've escaped something, and you don't even know what you escaped, but you escaped something, and that was the best thing that you could have ever done. And because whatever you escaped from, it allowed you to go through this recovery, and now you're able to like have the courage to follow your heart. And you know, with this Five of Swords, Five of Wands reverse, you're like, yeah, I'm not getting involved with that. I'm not getting involved with that. I'm walking away from that. Right? You're just not, you're not with the shits. Alright, so this is a reading by